Hi, everybody. I want to touch on, I promised that I would, religious cults. Now, when I married my second husband had some emotional problems. Let's just put it that way. He was very introverted. He didn't have a lot of friends. He was a loner. Um, he was that kind of personality. He was a good man, kind man, but he was a sitting duck for a cult, and he could not work. He had problems relating with other people, and he really just could not work around other people. And he worked night shift. It was perfect for him. He sat out in the woods all by himself, and he guarded this property for one of the companies was Lagarda Security, but I don't remember for sure which the first one was. But he came home one morning and he said, "Oh man, I was listening to this guy on the shortwave radio, David J. Smith from Waxahachie, Texas," is how he would say it. And this guy, he said, "I'm going to tape him and I want you to listen to him when I get home from work." This was before everybody in the world had a cell phone. But anyway, he come home all excited, brought me this tape about, David J. Smith talking about the Illuminati. Newswatch magazine in Waxahachie, Texas was who it was. They were Seventh-day believers, which I am a Seventh-day believer. But this was a group that they kept the holy days like the Jews do, and the Messianic Jews and stuff. But they were really, really anti-government. And I listened to this guy for about 5 minutes, and I thought, this guy's a big whack job. And my husband was all excited. He said, "What do you think? What do you think?" I said, "It sounds like I'm listening to Timothy McVeigh or something." It just, or Terry Nichols, one of those guys. I mean, he sounded like he just really, really hated, was anti-government. And the Bushes and Bill Clinton had cocaine fields in Mena, Arkansas. And you know what? We ended up moving down to Arkansas, and never saw one cocaine field. But anyway, I mean, it was insanity the way they were talking about this. And my husband just fell in line with it, hook, line, and sinker. And he started calling this guy and getting their magazine and stuff. And, I started looking through the magazine, and I mean, the religious stuff, the religious aspect of it, yes, I fell in with it too, because the religious stuff, they were pretty much on it, as far as like the Sabbath and what happens when somebody dies and stuff. But they were just so, Bill Clinton was just, I mean, they did, short of saying he was the Antichrist, they really, really hated the government. And we ended up moving to Little Rock, Arkansas to be closer to there. And he would talk to people. And my husband became convinced that, these people accepted him. These people listened to his wacky, goofy questions. These people were just as wacky and nutty as he was. So he had found his people. They paid attention to him. They love bombed him. They gave him answers to his questions and stuff. And he became convinced that those little dust particles that you see floating in the air, that they were tracking devices that the government was releasing from those chemtrails. They were releasing those little dust particles, and they had tracking devices in them, and the UN was following us with those. And I said, "Oh, why would you think that?" "Well, Bob so-and-so, he was in the Army for 30 years. He knew about it. He said so." And it's like when you get somebody that doesn't have a lot of social interaction, they feel different. They feel disconnected. They want to belong. They want so desperately to belong. And then they have this group that's just love bombing them to death. And, he just fell in with it hook, line, and sinker. And like I said, the religious aspect, yes, I did too. Okay. But it was just, well, we'll touch more on it tomorrow, but that's really, the big thing is the love bombing, and a person's desire to belong and to have some meaning in their life, and to have purpose, and to be special. My husband felt like, hey, I know stuff that not everybody in these churches knows. It made him feel special. It made him feel unique, and like it was something. But that had a lot to do with it too. So I'm gonna go ahead and get off here for today. But I was thinking about that, and I promised that I would share something about that, and we'll share more later. But God bless y'all. Be sure to hit that like button, and that way it will increase my views. And everybody have a wonderful day. God love you, and we love you. Love from the hooligans. Say bye, Duke. Oh, bye bye.